To begin the class, I would like us to arrive completely on our mats. Starting in any position that feels comfortable for you. For me, that feels like a kneeling position right now. Lengthen through the spine, through the back of the neck, slight tuck of the chin in towards the chest. Energizing out through the crown of the head. Eyes gently closed down. Noticing the sounds around you. Becoming witness to your stillness, even in the chaos. Becoming aware of how simple and easy it is to connect to the breath, to connect to a state of pure presence and awareness. Check in with the body. Do a quick body scan, starting at the head, the neck, the shoulders, down the arms. Searching for any areas of tension or tightness. Relaxing into those areas. The chest, the ribs, down the spine, the belly, the hips, the groin, down the legs. Thighs, the knees, the shins, down the back of the legs, the glutes, the hamstrings, backs of the knees, the calf muscles, into the ankles, into the feet, into the toes, and down into the soles of the feet. Without judging any areas, just noticing the spaces that need a little bit of a hug, that need a little bit of love and a gentle yogic kiss. I'll invite you from here to walk forwards, tabletop position, keeping the eyes closed. If that feels comfortable for you, we'll find a couple of intuitive cat-cows. Option 1 is to just drop the belly, lift the chin as you inhale. Exhale is curl the spine. Look up towards your belly button. From here, you can choose to move up and down, or you can bring in any movements that feel good. Maybe moving in circles over the wrists, the hips over the ankles. Take up more space, maybe bending into the arms, moving the chest forward and back. Maybe even lowering the hips down, spreading the feet apart into a seal pose, and gently moving through the neck, through the shoulders, through the knees, bending the knees, straightening the knees, anything that feels right for you. And then finding your way towards the back edge of the mat, hips towards the heels into a wide knee child's pose. Bring the weight back into the hips, and then maybe just creeping the hands towards the left. If you'd like to, you can interlace the hands, clasping the right fingers inside the left. And then keep pressing down through the right hip. Walking the hands through center and across to the right. Left fingertip is interlaced between the right, and then using the hands to bring the weight back into the left hip. Puppy pose is there. Assisted if you would like to use a block. You can place it on whatever height you like. I prefer it to be lengthways just so that there's more room for the elbows. Maybe just flat. And from here you can place the elbows down onto the block. Hands come together at prayer towards the crown of the head. And you can allow the heart to melt down towards the ground as the hips lift up towards the sky. Use the belly to breathe deep. Removing the block if you used a block. And then finding your way down into puppy pose, Hanumanasana without a block. Sliding the hands forward as the hips lift up above the knees. Full breath in. As you exhale, plant the fingertips wide. Keep the forearms and the elbows where they are and allow the hips to move down onto the floor through a Sphinx pose and then all the way down onto the belly. Take the right hand out towards the right edge of the mat, palm facing down. Tent the fingertips towards the top edge of the left side of the mat. And then from here, keeping the head down towards the ground and relaxed, allow the left foot to kick up and over towards the outside of the right leg. This should be getting a really nice stretch through the right pec, the right shoulder. Rolling back through center, and we'll swap sides. Left hand comes out flat towards the left edge of the mat, tenting up through the right fingertips, top edge of the mat, and then rolling the right foot across and over. Relaxing the head down, taking any strain out of the neck and the head. Rolling back through center. Inhale, we'll baby cobra, intimidation style. Elbows stay up. Inhale as you lift up through the heart, through the chest. Maybe the chin lifts towards the sky. Knees lift and pinky edges of the feet press into the ground. Exhale, lower. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale. Exhale down. Plant the palms by the chest, tuck the toes under. Option to use the knees if you would like to, or engaging through the core, lifting up through the knees, and when you feel ready, maybe pushing up to a high plank. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plant the left palm in the center of the mat, roll onto the blade edge of the left foot, stack the feet, or if you would like a modified option, dropping the base knee down to the ground. If the feet are stacked, and even if they're not, if you've got the knee down, keep lifting the hips up towards the sky. The right hand can be up towards the ceiling, drop the right shoulder back down towards the earth as you lift the fingertips up, or maybe take the right hand up and over, palm faces down towards the top edge of the mat. You can choose to start through the feet here, fallen tree, the sole of the right foot comes to the inner left thigh. Keep lifting the hips, lifting the hips. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right foot down to the right edge of the mat, lower the hips down. We'll prepare for wild thing. Inhale, lift the heart. Lift the right hand, maybe forwards, maybe to the side, maybe to the heart space. Breathe it in. And then exhale through your vinyasa. Option to lower the knees down. Elbows stay tucked in towards the ribs. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Up dog, knees and thighs lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. And then exhale, plant the right palm down in the center of the mat. Roll onto the blade edge of the right foot. Stack the feet, or option to lower the right knee down and keep lifting up through the hips. Stack the feet if you're in that version. Keep lifting the hips up. The left hand goes up towards the sky and the left shoulder drops down towards the right hand. Or maybe the left hand comes up and over, palm faces down towards the front edge of the mat. Take your variation. Inhale. As you exhale, left foot comes behind you, lower the hips down. Inhale, wild thing. Hips and heart lift. The left hand can come forward, out to the side, to the heart space. Inhale. Exhale, flip back over through your vinyasa. Optional, lower the knees down, elbows stay tucked in, graze the ribs. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forwards. And step or jump, top edge of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips to the floor or to the shins or to a block. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, Urdhva. Hands go all the way up. Exhale, swan dive, hinge at the hips, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back through your vinyasa, and I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right toes to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Draw the right heel towards the glutes. Press evenly through both hands. Keep plugging both underarms towards the earth as the right knee lifts towards the sky. Maybe you'd like to do a couple of circles with that right knee, that lifted leg. Forwards and backwards. Inhale, straighten the right leg. And then exhale, step between the hands. Lower the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Inhale, arms rise. And then exhale, hands frame the front foot. Shift the weight back, half split. Right toes flex up towards the sky and the belly button lengthens forward. Inhale, low lunge, lift up through the heart. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, move forwards. And then as you exhale, take the hands to the front thigh and lift up through the heart space. You can choose to stay here, or if you would like to, you can reach back with one hand or both hands. Grab onto the back foot. Lifting up through the heart, draw the shoulders together across the top of the back and then down the spine. From here, you can keep drawing the left heel in towards the left glute, or maybe you'd even like to sink back into that front thigh. Get a really deep stretch. Ooh, yeah, through the hip flexor on the left side, through the left thigh muscle. Ooh. Inhale. Exhale, gently release, hands frame the front foot. And stepping back through vinyasa, option if you'd like to, even a double chaturanga, lowering down, and then pushing all the way back up, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left toes to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale as you bend the knee and open up the hip. Keep pressing evenly through both hands. The left knee goes up towards the sky. Maybe draw a couple of big circles with the left knee. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. And then inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale as you step between the hands. Lower the back knee down. Untuck the back toes. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Slide back, half Hanuman, half split. Left toes to the sky. The weight sinks back into the right knee. Inhale, move forward, lift the heart. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, move forwards. Exhale, hands to the front thigh, just above the knee. Option to stay if you'd like to, reaching back with one hand or both hands. If it's a bit intense on your knee, feel free to roll the mat in from the side so that you've got double thickness. Roll the shoulders together across the top of the back, roll them down the spine, lift the heart. Option to stay here, drawing the right heel towards the right glute, or maybe sinking slowly back in to that front thigh. If you're moving forward, try to roll into the fleshy part just above the back knee rather than straight onto the knee, just so that it's a little bit more comfortable for you. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Oh yeah, inhale. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Stepping back through your vinyasa. Option for double chaturanga. Exhale, lower. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale, shift forward, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right toes to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step between the hands. Lift up through the heart space. Inhale as you rise, crescent lunge, fingertips to the sky. And then as you exhale, we'll hinge forward, arrowhead. Hands sweep back, palms down to the ground. Roll the shoulders down the spine, lengthen through the back of the neck. With the palms down, roll the thumbs up now so the palms face out and feel that opening up through the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to stork pose. Left knee to chest, balancing on the right foot. Exhale, hold. Keep lifting the left knee to the chest. Inhale. Exhale, we'll find a dancer's, reaching back with the left hand on the inside of the left foot, right hand towards the sky. From here, I want you to take the right hand towards the heart, lift up through the heart space into the right palm. And from here, option to stay here and keep lifting up through the heart as you draw the knees together and the left heel to the left glute. Or keep the chest lifted and start to kick into the back foot. Keep lifting through the heart, lifting through the heart. Maybe then reaching forward over the front fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left knee to chest, back to stork. And then exhale, take the left knee out to the side, all the way back edge of the mat, warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior, option if you like for a half bind. And then exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot, step back vinyasa, option for double chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left toes to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale as you step between the hands. Open up the heart. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, arrowhead, tilting forward with the torso. Palms face down and then roll the thumbs out and up. lengthening through the back of the neck and straightening through the back knee. Inhale, stork pose, right knee to chest. Exhale and hold. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, pick the right knee up even higher. And then exhale, dancer's variation, reaching back, grabbing the inside of the right foot, left hand to the sky or to the heart space. Lift up, open through the chest. Option to stay here, drawing the right heel into the right glute, or maybe opening up. Finding a dancer, keeping the chest lifted, and then maybe looking over the front fingertips. Find your drishti, your focus point. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stork pose, right knee to chest. Exhale, take it out to the side and quietly step all the way back. Warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Option for half bind, right hand comes around the back to the inside of the left thigh. And then exhale through your vinyasa. Option for double chaturanga if you'd like it. Inhale as you open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in to reset. Full breath out. Let's do another 2 breaths. I want to hear your breath. I want it to be audible. In through the nose. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. One more, get really loud. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. And then let's flow with breath. Inhale, right, toes to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale as you step between the hands. Open up the heart. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, arrowhead, tilting forwards. Inhale, stork pose, left knee to chest. And then exhale, dances. Reach back, your variation. Keeping the chest up, kicking the back foot to the sky. Inhale to stork. Exhale, warrior two, ninja, stepping back nice and quiet. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Option for half bind, maybe come up onto the front toes. And then exhale through vinyasa. Option double chaturanga, or maybe skip chaturangas entirely and go straight back to down dog. Let's reset. Inhale. Exhale, make some noise. Inhale, left toes lift. And then exhale as you step forward. Curl through the spine. Plant the heel down first. Open up through the heart. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, arrowhead. Tilt forward, hands sweep back. Inhale, stork pose, right knee to chest. Exhale to dancer, your variation. Inhale, back to stork. And then exhale, right knee comes out around and back, ninja warrior two. Wow. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior, half bind, maybe lift the front heel. And then exhale, vinyasa. Your version or double chaturanga. Inhale, right toes to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Lower the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Lizard lunge, however you know you like your variation. I love a variation of lizard coming out onto the blade edge of the right foot and using the right hand to push the right knee out towards the side. Different variation is maybe you reach back with the right hand, grab onto the left foot, and keep opening up through the heart, allowing the back heel to pull back towards the back edge of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Releasing the back foot if you took the bind. Walking the right foot in between the hands. Inhale, lifting through the heart. And then exhale, half split. Bringing the weight back, lifting through the chest and allowing the belly button to pull you forward towards your toes. Choose to use 1 or 2 blocks if you have them here, if you'd like a little bit of height or any other prop that you might have. And then if it's in your practice or you'd like to try it, we'll come down into the splits. If you have 2 blocks, please use 2 blocks, 1 under each hand, and use it to keep lifting through the chest as you slide the front heel forwards. So you might just be here, that is completely okay. You'll feel all the benefits, trust me. Or coming all the way down how you would choose to, or perhaps even placing a block underneath the front thigh. So just above the front knee, then using the hands, coming up onto the fingers, and from here opening up through the heart space. So it's quite an intense pose, but the block underneath helps to ease a little bit. So keep breathing into it. Maybe you'll find that you can come down onto a lower level, and then eventually maybe you won't even need the block at all. Inhale. Exhale. Full breath in. Full breath out. Coming back into your half split. Inhale, shift forward, low lunge. And then exhale, step back, child's pose. Taking the knees out wide, bringing the hips back down towards the heels, allowing the forehead to melt down towards the floor. Coming back through tabletop and finding your downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes to the sky, 3-legged dog. And then exhale as you step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Lower the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Lizard pose on the other side. So don't expect your body to be the same on this side as it was on the other. It's okay if it's completely different. Often I'll come into a pose on the other side and I will surprise myself at how open or closed I am compared to the other side, and that's completely okay. It's about breathing into the pose, honoring where you are at that moment. Coming onto the blade edge of the front foot perhaps. Maybe using the left hand on the left knee to splay it outwards, or reaching back with the left hand, grabbing onto the back foot and finding a heart opener. I think lizard pose would have to be one of my favorite poses. I do say that about a lot of poses, but it's just so good on the hips. Any hip pose I love. Then again, I just like any yoga pose. Walking the left foot in between the hands. Inhale, lift the heart, low lunge. And then exhale, shift the weight back. Half Hanuman, half split. Option to stay here in half split. Or maybe you'd like to move forward and back a couple of times again. Or finding your version of full split. Either using hands on the blocks and slowly sliding the front heel forwards, or maybe taking a block underneath the back of the front thigh and finding your version. Use the hands as anchors to pull the hips towards the top edge of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, relax, breathe into it. Let go of that face. Maybe smile a little bit, life isn't so serious. Even if it's slightly intense or painful. Good painful. We don't want bad painful. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back through half split. Inhale, low lunge. Hands from the front foot. And then stepping back, child's pose. Knees out wide. And this time I invite you to walk the hips back towards the heels. And from here you can take the hands underneath and through the legs towards the back edge of the mat. And they'll be resting palms facing up in between the feet as the shoulders melt in towards the ground and you come down onto one cheek. Finding your way up to a tabletop. We'll find an asymmetrical heart opener. I want you to firstly place the weight into tabletop and then extend the right foot all the way back up. From here, reach the left fingertips forward and then connect the left hand with the right ankle or right foot and then lift the right foot up towards the sky, opening up through the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Full breath in. Full breath out. Releasing, coming back to neutral. And we'll swap sides, extending the left foot and the right hand forward. Exhale, reach around, take hold of one another, and then kick the left foot up towards the sky, opening up through the heart, through the chest. Inhale. Exhale as you gently release back to center. Let's stretch out through the wrists, fingertips to the knees, inner wrist towards the top edge of the mat. And then gentle circles over the wrists. Oh, how good does that feel on the forearms? Keeping the fingers facing the knees, simply flip the palms up towards the sky and the tops of the hands down towards the ground. And then same thing, gentle movements forwards and back, side to side, gentle little circles, anything that feels good. Then coming back to tabletop, you can choose to make fists instead of the wrists flat if you like. If it hurts your wrist a little bit, or if you've got a little bit of carpal tunnel, maybe it might be nice to fold the mat up or roll the mat up and use that to put the palm of the hands on with the fingers towards the front edge. It just takes a little bit of weight out of the wrist. From here, we're going to do the same thing but on the same side. So this time, right leg extends, right hand extends. From here, you can choose to reach back. Challenges the balance, don't you mind that, so you'll probably be wobbling a little bit. Grab onto the foot on the inside of the right foot and then kicking the right foot up towards the sky, opening up through the heart. You can choose to stay here, whoop, or fall. Or if it's in your practice, maybe flipping the grip and taking it into the full variation. Wherever you are, I invite you now to try to balance on the left knee and lift the left toes up towards the right knee. Whoop. Whoop. You've got to be able to laugh at yourself. I think that's the most important part of life, but especially of yoga too. It's understanding that it isn't so serious and that it's about how it feels in the body, not what it looks like. So intentionally making fun of yourself sometimes is the best thing that you can do. It's the most cathartic and healing thing. We'll go for the left side. Left foot goes back, right hand goes forward, and then reaching back, grabbing onto the inside of the foot, opening up. Again, your variation, maybe flipping the grip is there. Or maybe you're trying to take the right toes up towards the left knee. And relaxing back down. Finding a narrow child's pose. The belly melts onto the tops of the thighs, the hands reach back down towards the heels, and the elbows rest onto the floor. Option to stay here, or I'm going to invite rabbit pose. Taking the hands on top of the heels, on the base of the heels, plugging the crown of the head, the very top of the head, into the ground. And from there, we're going to lift up the hips away from the heels. And lowering all the way back out. I want to find a wide-legged forward fold. If you know that you prefer frog as an intense hip opener, please feel free to come into frog, which is on your front, knees spread, toes out to either side, heels directly behind the knees, and then allowing yourself to melt down further into the pose, maybe onto the forearms. Frog for me is very intense, and so I do prefer to do a sitting wide-legged forward fold. But I do know as well, especially as a yoga teacher, that sometimes the poses that we want to avoid are the ones that we need to move into the most. So we will do some frogs, don't you worry about that. But if you would like to come into frog today and that's feeling like it's calling to you, come onto your belly and do that one. If you're in wide-legged forward fold, feet go out to either edge of the mat. Feet flex up towards the sky. You can use a block if you like. And then the hands can come behind you and lift up through the chest. Or hands can come in front, walk their way forwards, maybe onto a block on the forearms. Or without the block, as far as feels comfortable, walking the hands forward, forearms, all the way flat like a pancake maybe. Using the breath into those tight parts of the body. Knowing that if you ever push yourself too deep into a pose, you always have the space to move back out. Be a little bit softer and a little bit gentler, a little bit kinder to yourself. And taking the hands behind the knees, bringing the knees back together. Whew. We'll take a Paschimottanasana, forward fold, pulling the fleshy parts of the sit bones out from underneath you, lifting up through the heart space, lengthening through the spine, and then maybe creeping the hands forward. If you have a strap and you would like to use it, you can place it around the balls of the feet. From here, use as much strap as you need and pull the shoulders together across the top of the back. Lift the heart space forward and then gently pulling the belly button down towards the toes. For those of you with more flexibility, you can use a block on the other edge of your feet, short ways, or maybe even lengthways. Ooh, it's a bit strong even for me, isn't it? My hamstrings aren't quite as open as I would like them to be. But patience is virtue. I'll hang out here for a little while, breathe into it. Inhale, open the heart, lengthen forward, and then exhale, fold back down. Coming back up to a seat. And we'll find a seated hip stretch. A seated pigeon. Hands behind you, the fingertips can face the back or the front, whatever's more comfortable. Draw the shoulder blades together across the top of the back. Take the blade edge of the right foot and take it across the top of the left knee, and then draw the hips in towards the left heel. Keep lifting through the heart, drawing the right knee out to the side. Releasing the right foot down, and we'll swap it over. Blade edge of the left foot on top of the right knee, and the hips move in towards the right heel. And left knee splays out. And folding all the way down onto your back, hugging the knees into the chest and rocking gently side to side. 3, 2, last one. And then gently rocking up and down the spine. 3, 2, last one. All the way up to a seat. Choose to take a shavasana if you would like it. Pause the video and take as long as you would like in that rest. Or coming to a seat, taking the hands to heart center. Anjali Mudra, prayer position, the palms meet. Feeling the energy bouncing between the palms. Maybe you can smile gently at yourself, lifting energetically through the heart. Feeling abundant and open to receive. Feeling ready to integrate the lessons that you are learning into your life in order to aid you in your personal evolution. The love and light that swims and moves inside of me acknowledges, recognizes, honors that same light inside of you. Together we say, Namaste.